I think I lined that up pretty on target. Yeah. Excellent. So, we're back in here. Now you might be wondering, Drac, why are you playing Castlevania the Aria of Sorrow again? And, well, the title might give you a hint, but basically, the hack that I showed off before, Aria of Sorrow Reprise, finally hit 1.0 recently. So, it's only right that I jump back into it and see what changed. Just ignore this file. This file's not here. Not real. Delete save on death. We're gonna go in on normal for the moment. I just realized I don't have a question mark. I was going to have it be question marks around the skulls, but I guess, you know, given the way this tends to go, death is basically guaranteed anyway, so this works out. We'll just go ahead and skip past that. Interesting. So that's a thing that's here now. Okay. Used to be you couldn't walk out the front door anymore. But apparently Garamoth's over there, so we'll figure that out later. Now, you'll notice that there are potions right away this time. I believe that's because I'm on normal right now that potions are available. And a fairly sensible layout of items here, so we'll be able to make something of that pretty quick. Siren is my starting soul. Okay. Now, slightly funny story. I was originally going to rig up the randomizer, and then I realized Reprise hit 1.0. Now, I'm still going to rig up the randomizer at some point, but Reprise is infinitely easier to work with. So we will rock this and enjoy it, and then I will set up the randomizer for a future stream. That's that. I don't remember that having... Oh, that's what they mean by ripple laser. Okay. When I saw ripple laser, I was immediately thinking of the laser skeleton laser, and I'm like, what? That shouldn't be there. Okay, so it's up there. We obviously want that because that is one of our abilities. Gravekeeper. Excellent. Now, they've made a decent amount of changes for 1.0. I only looked over it a little bit. Oh yeah, and Hammer randomly showing up is another thing that was added in 1.0. He will have a random shop that just pops up occasionally. Usually with useful things that you won't get in his other shop. A 3 MP refund on Red Souls could actually be huge if I had cheap enough Red Soul. A cheap enough Red Soul that's any good, that is. They've also changed how some souls work, but we'll get into that when we get them. Just understand that there are fairly significant changes in a very good way from the ones I encountered in my test. Making sure, A, that the patch I made to make this works, and 2, to just make sure that this is actually what I wanted to do today. Because, like, you'll notice, we can't actually tell what items are until we get to them now. they're all in boxes so that you can't plan for the item before you get to it. You just have to go get it to find out whether it's worth it to you or not. Which is honestly better, because there were a lot of times I was skipping items because I saw what they were and realized they were garbage. So honestly, that's a very good change. We can't slide yet, so we're not getting in there. Now, your progression, I believe, is random now. I thought I saw that. So, say, seeing Gravekeeper's soul and things like that are gonna appear in different orders. And that seems to be holding true, because I didn't get Gravekeeper at all when I did my test, but I also may have just missed it, because that one's not required for anything, I don't think, so it may just be that I went to the wrong part of a room and didn't see it. There's Ghost Soul. I went to swing, but I took too long about deciding to do it. Go ahead and just tank that hit. Soma, please. You were supposed to turn around. Okay, so the ripple won't pass the object. I didn't figure it would, but I needed to find out for science. Flying armor. Huh. Okay. So I guess we're going that way first. It's fine by me. Hazards. Slow weapons. My knockback's okay. If anything, high knockback may actually work in our favor. Because there's an item over here. There we go. Just flat 2 extra constitution. Whee! Okay. I think that's the only thing that was in that room. One thing I'll note is most of the rooms don't seem to have changed their layouts or changed what is in them from previous versions. It seems to have only been, like, mostly under the hood changes that do still have a fairly significant effect on the gameplay as a whole, but I don't think there's new rooms or anything necessarily. But since today's going to be another relatively short stream, it also works out perfectly to play around with something like this anyway. Right, the map is useless. Go away, you nuisance. There we go. Okay. Can't get that coin yet, but that's okay. Potion, that's nice to have. Yeah, I did see that, okay. I thought I saw a flicker up there, because there'll be purple sparkles wherever something like that's hidden in the walls. Nice thing, by the way, Book of Return takes you back to the lobby every time. Takes a little bit to cast, but it's infinite. So, you get yourself into a bind, if you can get somewhere safe, use that and you'll be okay. Relatively. Because if you don't have any money and can't buy potions, you're kinda SOL either way. But, you know, you'll figure it out. This is the same room we were in before. Aha, there we go. And that gets us a Book of Reset. the Book of Reset's different. It'll get you back to the lobby just the same, but as you can see, it resets everything, as the name suggests. And you can only use it once per copy you have. And you'll notice that both of the lights here are gone now. That tells you you found the two things you can find in there. The two meaningful things. Which is also very nice. I don't remember those being there before. We'll go ahead and get rid of the knife and the Kestis and the casual clothes so we have the money to do stuff. It's really not that much we can do though, so I'm just gonna grab a pair of potions for safety. And we'll go beat up the first boss. Provided I don't do anything stupid, we won't even need to heal. Fight's over. Creeping Skull's really never a threat, unless you are already down to 1 hit worth of health or something ridiculous like that. So anyway, that was a free heal. And now everything has reset. Like, obviously the progression items here are still gone. But you can re-clear those rooms, I believe. Unless that changed from the last one. But you'll notice there's a button up there and a door we can't pass. By the power of flying armor, we can get up here. And that allows us to push the button and gain access to this section. Which gets us access to new rooms and some new progression items. And new music, which is always nice. Doing such a... Ooh! Thank you for the free mind up. Combat knife, which I think is stronger than the best sword. We'll check in a second here. Ow. After I catch a rock with my forehead. Yes, the combat knife is stronger. And you'll notice the extra text at the bottom of each of these that tell you what the special thing that these weapons do is. Like, the knives all do double backstab damage and fun things like that. The changes to the souls will also be listed in these descriptions as we go through. I'm just gonna mute for a quick second to fix something. Bear with me a sec. Okay. Back to business. Because notice how I did 60 to the bone pillar that was facing away and 30 to the one that was facing me. It's a pretty significant change. Straight up 10 max health. Very good. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. I hate my choices. Ripple beam went right over his head, huh? That's a shame. Hey, you'll notice the count over there is continuing to go up. Once we hit 20, we'll be able to do the next boss. Ah, there's our next progression item. Very good. Oh, boy. Guess who moved very incorrectly because he was still accounting for heavy gravity. I'll give you a hint, it's the guy who just fell down a hole back into heavy gravity. Anyway. Nothing bad happened. Ooh, we got jump kick. Interesting. There's an item hidden there. The meat strip is actually far more useful than you might think, in case anybody's like, why on earth would he be happy to get that out of inside of a wall? Admittedly, being stored in a wall is a little bit of a suspicious concept, but I assure you that the meat strip itself is actually quite helpful because it's a healing item. I'm not sure which one of these will actually reach that item down. This might reach low enough? No. Axe armor I don't think will... I don't think the AoE on this is big enough. Not... Well, actually, from this angle, yeah, there we go. You gotta get creative with your souls sometimes to hit those. Which, honestly, is something I appreciate. I like the fact that that makes me use souls I otherwise wouldn't use in order to manage to access extra items. Ow. And I know, speaking of backstabbing, there is a change they made to how backstabbing works in one of the recent updates as well, where something that doesn't have an obvious back won't be backstabbable. Like models that look like they're facing the screen and things like that clearly won't actually have their back to you, so you can't just jump behind them and hit them and have it work. I'm gonna take the slight damage decrease for the reach. We can actually make this jump, so we'll go ahead and hop over here and be rewarded with some better armor. Much better armor. What's in here? That's that room again. What's down here, then? That room again, too. Okay, great. Love that for me. Ooh. And there it is again, another one of the benefits they added to a soul that otherwise was underperforming. The pierce effect on, say, for example, the rapier, which gets a pierce bonus when fully extended, I believe counts with the skeleton soul. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the pierce effect does. I assume it's bypassing a certain amount of armor, probably. Double jump. Okay, we're getting all the vertical abilities in this seed. I'll just go ahead and tell what I got in the other seed now. I started with Galamoth, which confused the hell out of me because that wasn't even in the options before. But it turns out it's for getting through that room to the left of where we started. Which I hadn't even looked at that when I did my test because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself as far as the update went. Okay, now we got the spear as well. Very good. As usual, some of the enemies do still have drops of their own. Like, if we look in here, they'll still have a bestiary entry explaining that. Like, we have his soul, but we don't have whatever the item is he drops. So if you really want to sit there and grind out items from enemies, you can. And on the higher difficulties, it's probably a good idea. Okay, this will actually have a pierce bonus, so we probably should use it since it's the same damage, but even more reach. Ow, spikes. We still can't slide, and kicking into there with the jump kick doesn't count. Copper plate. That's probably higher defense. There we go, 10 rooms cleared. We need to heal a little bit because one brush with a set of spikes and it's all over. Because remember, the save file goes away when we die. And you'll notice that we had the option to turn that off. But it wouldn't be much of a roguelike if our files stayed when we died, now would it? I think we got everything we could get here. Otherwise, we could just go back in through the front door of this section and come back around anyway. The only downside is we didn't immediately get that much money. The upside is we got a bunch of items. We can also see what's up here now in this seed. So we got an item we can grab here, Charon's Obel. And of course, there's an item there, but we can't get that right now. We need different things to gain access to that. Oh, there might be a way to get to that, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh yeah, and every time you beat a boss, there should be more items in... No? Huh, I guess we didn't get anything new out of beating the skeleton. Which I guess makes sense, he was a bit of a pushover. Go ahead and get rid of the bastard sword, and the rapier, and the spear. That. Yes, it is a 3 defense increase, but we lose the strength bonus of the war fatigue, so we'll keep the war fatigues. This, of course, guarantees a soul drop, which I never remember to use. I'm just gonna say that right now. I never remember to use the Charon Obels. Master with low HP could be really nice. It does make our defense and constitution terrible, though, so let's not. I'm already playing sloppy as it is. I don't need to give the game the go-ahead to murder me. Let's go ahead and deal with this next boss. We should be okay for it. Yeah, it's just Manticore. With double jump, the Manticore will be a complete joke. Oh, those destroy his... I didn't even realize those ripple beams would destroy his fireballs. That made that even easier. Oh, that's incredible. The things you learn by having things interact that otherwise wouldn't. Hey, I can grab that item too now. Up you go. It's a potion. We can't go down because we need to be able to swim to go that way. We also need to be able to slide to open it in the first place. We can go up here and get whatever the other item on this path is. You'll notice some of these, we didn't go this way, but one of the 2 items is gone anyway. That's because one of the progression items in this seed is in multiple places, I think. Either that or things that are going in the same direction link up. So you would end up with the same option. Got a hammer. Hammer. Was that HP or MP? I actually should have looked closer. Oh well. I have no air control. So we classic Castlevania now, boys. I jump and I'm going where I'm jumping to. I got no say in the matter beyond that. Scimitar. That'd be a bit shorter of a weapon, but it might be... That might be better. We'll take a look in a second. I didn't want to leave the menu and get jacked by the ectoplasm. It is higher damage. That is a better attack angle as well for some things. I want that. Damn it. That was a perfect example of something that it was a better attack angle for. Conveniently, as soon as I swapped. Now they're timing out right in front of him, huh? Actually, killing him is mostly pointless. Oh well, did it anyway. Wow, I like it down here about as much as I normally do, which is to say I don't. I don't usually like this section. 2 constitution more. Ow. Madam, please. Now you get back here. Okay, then. We still can't go that way because we can't walk on water. And yes, those are spikes. They will hurt if I try to cross there without being able to walk on water or fly or something. I think we've looped. Oh, there we go. There's... Oh, and that was one of the important things. Notice the text there saying, always active. You no longer have to give up your passive souls, unlike in the vanilla game, in order to use Skula and Undyne. So we can now go underwater without needing to worry about swapping souls around. Which, let me tell you, wonderful change. Love that they did that. Because it basically was just a waste of time anyway, because it would be a matter of you swap it on and then swap it off as soon as you don't need it anymore. It was very rarely an impactful swap, aside from making your life slightly inconvenient. Is sure, you would lose something like, for example, on the really high end, something like Headhunter or something temporarily while you were underwater. But more than likely, you had good enough gear and such that it didn't matter anyway. This room again. That remains the one downside to Reprise, is there is only so many rooms. But there's also only so many rooms in Aria Sorrow, more or less, so... It's not really their fault, entirely. Because there's only so many ways you can rearrange all of this. Okay, so this dead-ended out either way. And we did have the other thing for this section anyway, so I think we got the only progression item that there was in there anyway. Let's just quickly take a peek up there to answer that question. Yeah, the one going to the left is now completely emptied. I need to be able to jump higher than I am right now to be able to get up there. And for those wondering why I'm just ignoring Yoko, it's because all she tells us is that the castle changes. That's really all there is to it, so there was no point in talking to her. Oh yeah, now we have the Elfin Robe, which is great, especially with the 10 MP refund from Red Souls, but we can't afford it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we can go ahead and get rid of the base lord. I'll keep the whip sword for now in case I need something with more reach. The cut-all is actually pretty good because you'll usually get 2 hits on things with it. I don't know what plus 100% early kill is. I never did figure that one out. We could get the Claymore. Oh yeah, there's also the Gram in here. I didn't even notice that. It doesn't add the items to the bottom, it keeps them sorted. Yeah, we got 5 potions. That should be good enough for whatever the third boss ends up being. Which I think they are still set in a standard order. I don't think they're random in any real way. But we'll find out in a moment here if we end up fighting something weird. It's you again. Okay. Anything that lets you bypass his shield makes this fight way less of a problem. There we go. Just keep poking him in the toe until he dies. Now, I am considering doing a prediction to see whether I'll live or not when we go to do a higher difficulty. Because I feel like predicting if I'm going to make it through on normal really isn't going to be much of a prediction. especially at the rate things have been going so far. Considering I'm just kind of powering through. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh wait, yeah, we can go... No, we can't. Let me see what we got in the shop now after that fight, and then I'll figure out what I'm thinking about there. Whip Knuckle and Ancient Belt. Alright. Slower weapon with plus 150% early kill. I still don't know what early kill means, but it makes all the stats go burr, so you know what? Give me that. It's also something we didn't have at all, so there we go. It fills a slot, which is going to be helpful. We can't go past Galamoth. Is the problem... Oh, we can go this way. This isn't locked. Then yes, this is where I need to be right now. You'll notice the water's just there to prevent you from getting into the section. It's not actually a water area. Okay. Now there might be some bad weather or something brewing, because I'm feeling a pressure in my skull right now, which usually is associated with my sinuses getting all pissed off because the weather's gonna turn bad. So don't be surprised if you start hearing rumbling or anything. I don't know what kind of weather we got coming, but it's been looking like it's gonna storm all day anyway. So the two kind of lead to the same thought there. This, another +2 constitution. They've given me so much constitution. My god. We are a durable boy. Honestly, probably gonna end up being way more durable than I usually ever get in this game, normally. Oh, there's a thing. There's Undyne. Excellent. Now we can walk on water and underwater. And you might think that those two being active all the time would conflict with each other, but if you look... Oh no, it doesn't actually explain that part. I'll explain when we get to some water what the whole deal with Undyne is now. That makes it okay that it does that. So basically, Undyne lets you walk on the surface of the water unless you hit the water fast enough. And then you pass through it. Basically, the idea, I assume, is that they take the concept of surface tension into account. You hit the water fast enough, you break surface tension, you fall through. Otherwise, you just stay on it just fine. Let's go to the water path over here. Hey, look, hammer. What do you got? Bubble. Oh yeah, he starts selling souls in his random shop as well, which is a little wild. No idea where he gets these from, but you know, best not to think about it too hard. I'm kind of surprised they didn't add something to this one, because just only flat 50 extra health really isn't that much. But maybe they just didn't come up with something for it yet. Who knows? It is, I believe, only one person making this hack, so... Plenty of credit for the amount of work that's gone in it already. Partisan. Ow. Right, I can't slide still. Ow. Ow. Don't get me wrong, probably shouldn't have brute forced my way through that like that. Most likely would have been significantly wiser not to do that, but how often have I done the wise thing? I give wise advice, but that doesn't mean I do wise things. Ooh. 25% chance to guard, huh? Interesting. Ripple Beam. Now we can turn into a demon. which really only has one actual purpose, but I won't spoil what its purpose is for those who haven't dealt with that in the regular game. Unless we actually need to do it. Which, you know, boss and enemy spoilers abound for this because of the way this works. So if you haven't played this game, bear in mind you're gonna see some things. They won't have any real context, so most of it won't be a problem. Just remember that. You know, that's your warning right now, that if there's things about this game you don't want to see, then don't stay here and watch this, as much as I would love for everybody to be here. Identifies breakable walls and hidden items. I don't remember the skull necklace doing that before. I feel like that was something they added to it. Army jacket gives more defense, but if I'm gonna go for more defense in exchange for losing my bonus, I may as well just go with the iron plate. Which at this point I am going to, because 3 strength versus 10 defense. Nah. That's a guaranteed change for me. Goddamn Medusa heads. Some things never change. 500 bucks. It is interesting that they only put the items in the chests. They didn't actually make the money bags in the chests as well, but I guess maybe they couldn't do that? Yeah, this is a path you could take without having flying armor. So this path is really kind of stinky because of these birds, I gotta say. There we go. And Hippogriff. Excellent. That gets us access to the other spot then. Beautiful. Because I can just smash my head into the ceiling. Bad Lilith. Bad. Don't kiss the beam. Want that money, which is basically what I fought Lilith for there, if in case anybody was wondering why I bothered. It's because I didn't want her getting in the way of me getting the money, because we're gonna need all the money we can get to get some more upgrades. Hi Lilith, bye Lilith. Nice, we got another partisan to sell. And giant ghost. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I could just warp away right now, but I figure we may as well finish the section. Yeah, but see, there's some more money to have. He kicked me into slaughtering his friend. There we go. Where does this area end? Goddamn. Whee! I actually want to use another potion just to be on the safe side so I don't get chipped to death. Now I'm gonna have to go around because I don't have slide still. Of all the things not to have, I've got double jump, I've got high jump, no slide. There we go, there's the end of the area. This way I can be sure I don't have to come back in here for anything in particular. Yeah, we didn't beat another boss yet, so I don't know why I went looking through here. I could get us the 10 refund on every use of the Ripple Beam. That's not actually the worst idea I've had. I actually should consider using one of these partisans, as it does more damage. sell these things off. Yeah, if I'm gonna use the higher damage weapon, it's gonna be the partisan, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that as well. And this. I think I'll keep the scimitar for now as a faster option, and then use the partisan most of the time. And I will go ahead and buy the elfin robe since we have plenty of money now. So we gain more defense, bunch of intelligence to use with our souls, and all that good stuff all in one. Brain. Buy potions. That was the thing. Oh yeah, I already have 4. I can only carry 5. And I wanted to switch to the partisan. It's a little slower, as you see there, but it hits harder. And it's got reach. We can also go up here now and grab 2 more constitution, 2 more strength. Nice. Oh, and $2,000 that I didn't even realize was there. Convenient. Let's go ahead and potion our way back to full health and then spend some of that money to buy another set of potions. There we go. Now, half the reason why I'm doing this run on normal right now is to de-rust before doing a run on hard. Because hard is actually quite difficult, from what we learned last time. Attack you with your own ability. Haha! You'll notice when we are at full extension, it's doing 83, and regularly it's doing 45. So that's a perfect example of the piercing effect in play. Just obliterating with his own ability. Maneater is also another boss that's not really a problem unless you have no mobility. Without any mobility, this thing can be a pain because it can trap you in a corner and just blast you to ever-living hell. There we go. Had I realized it was just Maneater, I wouldn't even have bothered healing. But I forgot what order they did the bosses in this. And now we'll find out I wasted my money buying the elfin robe and there's something significantly better in there. Okay, it's now a knife. 5 MP on hit, double backstab damage. Yep, what do you know, there's Olrox's suit. We wouldn't have been able to afford it even if we hadn't bought the elfin robe though, so it's fine. We are probably going to want that once we have the money for it, but we do not have the money right now. Let's see, we have... Oh yeah, we have Hippogriff, so we can go up. Ow, my head. Whee! Whee! I really do like Hippogriff. Hippogriff is such a fun movement ability. Just travel the world by smashing your head into the ceiling. Good thing I still have the scimitar because I think it'll reach. Yep, there we go. And I didn't catch what I got. Ow, because it was a duplicate. Okay, that's fine. And manticores have been relegated to regular enemy status, where they honestly should have been from the word go. The sad thing is, I remember dying to the manticore at least once as a kid. But then again, as a kid, you don't know any better, you don't know how to fight in a sensible fashion, and you just get bodied. That's just how it be. Looks like this is the same random shop as before, so I guess the random shop is set in terms of what it has. I wouldn't say no to buying the Minotaur Soul, but I don't think I have enough to sell to get it. I mean... I'm not going to replace the ancient belt with the crimson cloak, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need the iron plate anymore. And yeah, I think we're just short of getting the Minotaur, aren't I? Yeah. Because he won't buy souls. Yep. Okay, good. We managed to kill him as he petrified us, so that works out. What's this? Unmines. Conveniently in the room where the Uns first are showing up for us. Not this time. I'm not gonna just sit here and eat that every time. 2 int. Giant bat. Well, no other movement abilities matter. We have giant bat now. Oh yeah, we have no air control. I was like, why am I just jumping straight up and not doing the slight forward movement I wanted to do? Ow. Ow. Just gonna go up here for a second. Because I forgot to put giant bat on. We also now have steel plate, which... I'll keep the int for now. I'm a bat. Bye. It is so nice for travel. I don't have enough MP to hit that, and I don't think Maneater will reach. I do know what will, though. Once I have enough MP. Choo! Ta-da! One in like 3 times you're ever gonna see me use Merman. The other 2 times being I don't have anything else, I have to use Merman. It's not like it's a terrible soul, it's just not a good soul, if that makes sense. Wood Golem might be a worthwhile one to kill for his soul. Isn't that one that gives a bunch of constitution, I think? It's either a bunch of constitution or a bunch of strength. Okay, hang on. You guys need to calm the hell down. Go away. Trident. Fitting that a trident was in a room full of imps that also have forks. There's Skeleton Blaze, finally. Good God. Oh, I don't have room for potions. There you go. I was like, why is it making ching noises at me like I'm being attacked? What's happening here? Oh yeah, this stage has a spectral crow on it somewhere who's gonna be harassing me. Unless there's a button somewhere in here, the box is pointless. Lance, yeah, the box was to get up there, but I have giant bat and hippogriff, so the the box is useless. Wow, they're really just giving me potions left and right now, huh? Which, don't get me wrong, when we go back through on hard, if those start showing up like that, that would be fantastic. Because that's the point where I'm gonna need them. Is if it's still like hard mode before, or for this hack, it's gonna mean I can't buy potions, which is gonna mean I need to rely on finding them like that. He just barely dodged my stab. That son of a bitch. There's that thing again, so let's quickly switch to the scimitar, but it's also gonna be better for dealing with the gremlins anyway. Summa, please. There we go. Ooh, were-jaguar. Neat. Not one I'm gonna go out of my way to use, but neat to have. Actually, is the trident stronger? It is not. Okay. The warhammer is stronger, of course, but it's not gonna have the reach that the partisan does, nor will it benefit from the skeleton's bonus. Mind up. And there we go. We didn't clear enough rooms, but we can get into the skeleton blaze area now, so that works out. We can just use that. Wow. I keep running that way thinking that's the shop room, which of course it isn't. We're still only halfway to Olrox's suit. Get rid of that, and that. And we have the steel plate now, so there's no reason to keep the iron plate. Which I thought I got rid of the iron plate already anyway, but I think I picked up another one. I think we're good otherwise, so we still have a ways to go before we can afford Olrox's suit. As you might imagine, by the way, Giant Bat would be the other way to get up to that area I hippogriffed up to. So there's just one thing in here to get, which is probably Galamoth, because I think that's the only progression soul, as far as this is set up to be, that's left. And presumably that's it right there. Yep. You also can use it as a way to swap between equipment sets as well. Okay, combo weapon and soul use with up and B. Valor. If he lasted much longer, I was actually going to switch to the Balor Soul just to punch the devil in the dick, because it'd be funny. And there we go, 10 rooms cleared. We also get the Red Crow Soul, which I don't really care about. Apparently I didn't pick up the thing? Oh, it's potion. There we go. So many potions. Yeah, I think the idea is gonna be, once we finish this run, I'll start doing runs on hard, and you guys can predict whether I will survive or not. So I'm gonna say right now, the safe bet on the prediction is gonna be I do not survive. But who knows, I might surprise even myself. So not if I keep playing like this. Oh no. Black Cloak might actually be... If I wanted int, it would be good. And you can also multi-backdash, which is probably really nice, actually. For certain situations. Gladiator to throw wheels. I find it very funny that I went from being confused about Ripple Beam to it being the thing I use through basically this entire run. Ooh, actually. Okay, hang on. You guys need to cut the shit. Stop it. This is exactly what I didn't want you doing. Oh, that's convenient. What I was gonna do, though, is Charon's Obel. This way I'm guaranteed to get Golem Soul, and then I don't have to fight him anymore. And obviously that 12 strength increase is a pretty significant upgrade. It also means I don't have to worry about using spears exclusively anymore. Because yes, that was part of my decision to use the partisan, was the fact that I had the... Oh, pff, I just used the obol and got another one. Amazing. It's almost like I planned that, except there was no way I could have planned that. Have I ever mentioned that I don't like disc armors? Because I don't like disc armors. Gold ring. I could use that to get the money for Olrox's suit. Potentially. So I believe that only just makes enemies more likely to drop money, not anything crazier than that. Hee punch the devil in the dick. Ah. Disconnected from chat for a second there, so that's concerning. Hopefully that's just a hiccup and nothing to worry about, but we'll see. Did I drop any frames? I did not, so that was probably on Twitch's side. So nothing particular to worry about then. So that's the good news. Guess who forgot to turn Firebot on, so hang on, give me a second. I knew I was forgetting something today. At least I remembered before anybody raided and didn't get their proper response. And for those wondering, yes, that's the sound of Firebot turning on. That doo-dong. There we go. So everything's back on track now. It's been one of those weeks where I just am not here mentally. And I know it's only Monday, but I'm counting Sunday as part of this week because I'd rather separate it from last week, because yesterday was a very mixed bag. That's not to say that anything was particularly bad about yesterday, just like, eh. Then again, the whole weekend was mixed. So, you want to know something funny, actually, on that note? Out of all of the Next Fest stream VODs, the one from Saturday where I was wore out and played games that really weren't all that great is the VOD that performed the best out of the three of them for the Next Fest VODs, for some reason. And I was even late uploading that one. I ended up making that one public like 9 o'clock last night because I forgot to send it live. Like, this is why I remain confused by YouTube. Because things like that just don't make any sense. And I know timing has a lot to do with whether your video gets seen immediately or not. But it's just still just so weird to me that it just happened to work out that way. And when I say did better, I don't mean just like 1 or 2 more views. I mean, it's like double the views of both the other videos combined. It's just wild. Which, for those that don't know, let that be a reminder that I do in fact post all of the VODs on YouTube the day after the stream. There is no editing or anything, I just give it a day because that's how it used to be, and I've just never changed. It used to be you had to have a 24-hour time period, otherwise Twitch got mad. So I've just kept that as just how I do things. Yep, there we go. Olrox's suit is just a straight upgrade for us. If we put the ancient belt back on, we get very, very strong. And we should be in a good position to fight whatever this next boss is. Oh yeah, it's just big boy. This might actually be a little tricky. Because you'll notice I can't hit him in the hand. His hand blocks attacks. And it'll also hurt like a son of a gun if I collide with it. Thanks to the fact that we have double jump and all of that, this isn't as bad as it could be. So I'm purposely trying to avoid him doing a particular attack. There we go. There's a, like, stone breath attack he does where he just spits a bunch of rocks at you that I really don't like. Milliken's sword. It's only slightly weaker than the partisan, and it'll definitely be faster. It's a little bit shorter, of course. It doesn't have the pierce, but we're not using the pierce to its full extent anymore anyway. And there's now the chance to turn enemies to stone. So, it's a win-win, really. Rahab's sword. At a not too bad price, too. So we might be replacing Milliken's sword before too awful long. We'll keep the scimitar still because of needing to reach over our head sometimes. We don't need either of these anymore. We almost have enough for Rahab's sword. We're like halfway there. I probably should go to the left because we can go past Galamoth now. And I've pulled everything from everywhere else already. Yeah, joke's on you. That doesn't work. Two luck. Wall. Wait, is that literally just for some upgrades? Is it otherwise completely pointless? Oh, well, that's not great. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Especially with what I told you all before about the fact that my first couple test runs of this had me starting with the Galamoth soul. Hey, we have enough to just... No, the swordsman gets out of the way, but we don't have enough to actually go in. I guess I'll have to reset to re-clear, won't I? Oh yeah, their spears still hurt. There we go. What in the world am I hearing? Hold that thought a second, y'all. I hear a very loud machine. I need to check on that. Whatever it was just passed through, I guess. It didn't actually do things here. It was certainly loud enough to get my attention, so I'm like, yeah, it's probably right outside. It's probably something I need to look at. Nope. Absolutely all of it was pointless. Ooh. The Gremlin luck increase. Oh my god. This is why you keep a weapon that can swing above you, because enemies just love to sit outside of regular sword range. and of course souls solve the problem too, but if you want to just swing once and deal with it, that's your method right there, is just swap to something like a scimitar. Oh, and provided nothing else distracts me from doing the Night of Lotus on Thursday, by the way, I have already done the little bit of grinding I was planning to do just to get everybody to an even level and caught up and everything. So that's already all done. It literally took like 5 minutes, and then I left the game open for a few hours, so our gameplay time is going to be incorrect, but just don't worry about that. Everything's fine. I forgot how quickly training mode could get everybody caught up. Otherwise, I would have just done it on stream the other day. Yeah, Armor of Fire is not better anymore. Satan's Ring is going to be actually less useful to us than the Ancient Belt still. So, joke's on you, Satan, you're useless. Sentences you don't get to say often. It would have been so funny if we had managed to petrify that stupid cockatrice. It would have been very, very amusing to me. Look at all this free money. And free food. Free everything. Just for me. Face the power of my donuts. I'm the real mother brain now. Double HP enemies, huh? Well, that's inconvenient. Especially with these annoying buggers flying around. But it's honestly fine. That's more of a problem. These guys already took a few hits to kill. And now they're gonna take a lot more. Oh, look at you hitting me down there. Little bastard. Cut it out. Why don't they get stuck in holes like I do? Come on. Come on. I don't even know why I'm fighting these. By all accounts, it's not worth it to me. Ooh, actually. Would that be better than the Ancient Belt? In some ways, yes. It would be more strength and more constitution, but it wouldn't get the luck bonus. And actually, no, it's less constitution, more strength. Well, joke's on you, game. The thing I want most is strength, so that's exactly what I would want. We have given Soma so many concussions just to travel. And if anybody thinks that I feel any sympathy for the poor man as far as that goes, he'd be wrong. He gets to have superpowers, so you know what? He can have a few concussions to balance him out. He'll be okay. That, I think, is enough to get us Rahab's sword between all of the bags we found. Yeah, we have got just over the amount we need. We just need to do one more thing, and then we can get to the next boss. Oh my god, there's so many Medusa heads! What the hell is happening here? Greatsword, okay. Sadly, I think the greatsword is a not-so-great sword, but it'll be okay. It will help us fund getting a greater sword. And I am leaving. Good God. Oh, thank you. We should have enough time to warp away from here, though we haven't been in the zombie room yet, actually, so... Let's see if there's anything good in here. Well, there's poison in here. Does that count as a good thing? I'll give you a hint. It doesn't. Oh, wow. He got petrified mid-turn, so he now looks really weird. I didn't know you could petrify them mid-animation like that. I always figured they would just go back to their normal static animation. Turns out, no, they stop in the middle of whatever it is they were doing. Which I guess makes nothing but sense, but still. Now we'll warp out of here. Oop, hang on. I threw away a notification trying to get rid of a different one because my phone thought it was a great idea to pop it up in the same spot as the one I was trying to get rid of. What was that? Oh, okay. Nothing important. Without checking, though, I have no way to know whether that notification was important or not. So Lord knows I get a lot of garbage notifications. There's also plenty of useful, some would say important ones. This gets us over 100 attack, so we need that. I mean, need is probably a strong word, but... Also throws blue sparkles. Bling, bling, bling. Who wouldn't want a sword that throws blue sparkles? Assuming my guess is correct, this is probably gonna be last boss? No, it's Headhunter. 'Cause I'm really not sure what else they expect me to do now. Form 1 of Headhunter. Now it goes into Flying Old Man form. We are over-prepared for Headhunter, honestly, so Headhunter really doesn't have a chance. Ordinarily, this lizard form would probably be very dangerous, and since it can poison me, it is still dangerous, don't get me wrong. It's at the very least going to be annoying. I don't really have a great soul for hitting it either, aside from Ghost, and Ghost isn't going to do a ton of damage. But it's better than nothing. And that's the problem with Ghost. There we go. Now it's not hanging around on the ceiling anymore. We can just rip right through it. There we go. And all the heads are gone. Collect souls for stat boost. Duplicate souls do more damage. Yay! And since we have a good amount of souls, Headhunter makes us better at everything except strength. Because we don't have tons of souls. So we'll hold off on that idea for now, because Golem is going to serve us better in terms of pure damage. And we're out of abilities to get. I guess we have to keep going for a bit longer yet before the run ends. Hellebolg. Man. Wish I had just saved my money. And Death's Robe, too? God damn. And the rare ring? Okay. All kinds of good stuff. if it's gonna take us through all of the regular bosses, we still have a few left. Because we haven't fought Malphus yet. And... well, Balor we haven't fought yet either. I always forget about Balor, honestly. Because I always think that he's only in Dawn, not in this one. Just goes to show how much of an impression Balor ever left on me, for the most part. And there's, of course, the Legion fight still, too, I think. Slime. I could use the greatsword. This is actually not that bad. It's a little on the slow side, but it's not terribly slow. It's not the weapon I thought it was. This is one of the larger greatswords that is horrifically slow. We are too poor to buy any of these, and the Minotaur Soul is no longer useful to us. Shadow Knight might be a good one to get at some point. I believe that lets you fight alongside a shadow clone of yourself. Not something I ever really used, but... Hi, Triton. Could you stop contact damaging me to death, Triton? That'd be great, thanks. Valkyrie Soul, okay. One I had no respect for originally, but I came around on as a result of this, actually, I think. I think I started using it more because it proved itself to be pretty good in Reprise. Because it ended up being the only thing I had for a while in one of the runs. Well, at least he's funding my future weapons by just giving me piles of tridents. There's just a man-eater over there for some reason. Just hack off all the eyes. There we go. What are needles doing here? Weird. But they just happen to spawn here. So I guess it makes sense because there's tritons and man-eaters and such here too. Don't know what the Were Jaguar's doing here, but, you know, he's here, I guess. He's here doing his best. Getting bodied. Pitch black suit. Which is different from Olrox's suit for reasons. So you'll notice there's not that much of a difference between the two stat-wise. So I could have just found that suit instead of buying Olrox's, but it's okay. Speaking of Valkyrie, it is 50 MP to use, though. That's why I don't use it frivolously. I was seeing if there was one that I could swap to that might do a bit better for me without being crazy expensive, and the answer is not really. Because most of the ones I would want to use are expensive without being that much better. Grab us the 3,000. I do need to heal a little bit or I'm going to have a bad day. There's the fish heads. I mean, honestly, the basic fish head fireball might not be bad to use. This is cheaper. We'll see how well it does once we have the MP to actually use it. Oh, yay, the needle mines. That's clearly something I really needed. Ooh, Ripper. Ripper's actually a really good one. Okay, yeah, the fish head fireballs do a good amount of damage. They're doing more than the 2 hits of the Ripple were doing, so definitely worth having at the moment. Is those fireballs are one of the ones that scale surprisingly well. We just need to kill our way through a couple more areas. And then we'll trigger the next boss. Oh, poisonous enemies sucks so badly for me. Ooh, speaking of poison, though. It is weaker. Sad. The battle axe is actually stronger than the greatsword and has the same arc and relatively close speed, so the axe wins. Why are you just oscillating on that platform? Why are you so bad about that? That's what I get for trying to be funny. And that's why dryads are dangerous. We actually lost that run because the dryad obliterated me. Well then, that's upsetting. That run was otherwise a safe win, I think. But we'll go ahead and go up to hard anyway. And I will just put my feelings on screen. Sadness, skull. Hard or nightmare. Enemy plus max HP and player minus max HP per 8 minutes. What kind of shop do we have? Yeah, see, no potions in the shop. Mostly the same things otherwise. Though not as good. Though the Gladius right out the gate is actually quite nice. Oof. It also loves to give you souls that are considered not great. Test this again. Oh god, it's a bouncy room. Ah! Help! I can't stop bouncing. Yeah, the good news is needles do a lot of damage. The bad news is needles are inconvenient to use unless you do that, where you just slam it right into their face. Hello, random hammer. What do you have this time? Meat strip, high mind up, lucky charm, heart pendant, and scarf. Ew. And remember, folks, this is why you don't toy with dryads. Another meat strip. Really, just don't toy with the forces of nature at all. Treat them with respect, or they will destroy you. That is a safe way to look at things. Please explode. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna go around. I was trying to be fancy, but no. Ow. See, that's what being fancy gets you. An arrow to the face. Okay, still Gravekeeper. Things I didn't use at all last run. The Gravekeeper backdash, which is very powerful, actually. it can really save your life, but you have to use it correctly. Rapier, which is slightly weaker but more reach, so we'll use that since we're on hard now. And things are going to be more dangerous. Bat. I don't know if the bat still would actually be an improvement over the needles, honestly. Because needles, I think, will do more damage. They're just kind of a pain to use. There's a hammer. The hammer might not be a bad idea to switch to either, because the hammer will do a lot more damage. It's a little on the slow side, but anything I hit's gonna know that it's been hit. Cloth tunic for some desperately needed armor. Skeleton blaze at the start, okay. Yeah, I think the ones that are on the pedestals are static, and the ones that you get from these junction rooms are random. I think that's how that works. We do have 2 copies of Bat now, so maybe, just maybe, Bat would be better. No, thank you. No cursing. No. Only I may curse. Even I shouldn't, but, you know. Oh, nice. Immediate copper armor. Leather armor, rather. It was orange, so brain immediately went to copper, but it's leather. Okay, that's that layout. Can't go that way, then. That's a shame. Kabong. We just need to do one more and then we can... There we go. It says clear that many rooms, but it's usually the first enemy in that room counts. Oh god. Ah! Give me your money. Ordinarily it's the Black Knight that shakes people down for money, but in this case... I will do it myself. Anyway, we aren't gonna be able to make this jump to get that anymore. I realize I keep not going to the bottom left corner of this room, and I feel like I'm not getting something as a result of that, so let's go look over there. Now, well, good news everyone, there was $100 over there, which is actually great because we did need the money. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I really felt like I was missing more than that. But, well, you know. I'll check once we shop to see whether there was actually anything worthwhile left over there. Do I want the Gladius? Because we already have the leather plate. The copper plate is significantly better, though. But I feel like the Gladius is my best bet. I know I'm using the hammer right now, and I just sold it, but it's okay. Because the Gladius will do a better job. And we can still afford the cape now to get the extra MP until we find something better. There we go. Now let's go beat up Creeping Skull again. He might actually manage to hit me since we're on hard and he will have more health. I also don't have anything ridiculously good at this time. as demonstrated by the fact that I keep missing with needles completely. But still hitless on Creeping Skull. He really is just such a joke. It's kind of sad how easy he is. And now that I spent all that money, let's see what I could have bought if I just waited. Nothing, because I think we don't actually get anything from beating Creeping Skull then. Because that's twice the shop didn't update after we beat him. I guess they just acknowledged that Creeping Skull is not not worthy of a bonus. Which is kind of sad, but you know. And yeah, we did grab both the things from over here. And over here there is 2. Okay, excellent. Down below there's one that we have already. Clock tower music, I think? God damn it. Guess who forgot he had the needles thing again immediately. We do have Bat to get at that, actually, so we're okay. There we go. 10 more max HP is actually gonna be great right now. Do I go up or do I go to the side? I feel like going to the side might be a better idea. I regret going to the side immediately. His bouncy room and clock tower layout is so painful. Oh my god. So much spike damage. Oh joy, I got 10 max HP for all of my pain. You know, we totally didn't just lose almost all of our health getting 10 more max health. No, everything's fine. Everything's absolutely fine. If that room wasn't bouncy, that would have not been a problem at all. No potions or food in this room. That's fine. It may become rapidly less fine. Fuck you. You can tell I had enough of that ghost dancer pissing me off. We don't have anything to get to that with, unless the bat soul reaches. It does. And joyous day, it got us the slime soul. Oh boy, the hard mode's really just handed me a bunch of winners for souls, huh? Now that mine I left behind did kill the student witch, so I am coming around on using needles a little bit as far as the fact that it's a good mine ability, but the fact that I have to basically walk it into things for it to work most of the time is unfortunate. We can get this by using Bat again, which gets us Undyne. Excellent. That's actually really convenient. Let's quickly use a potion so we do not die, now that we have gotten Undyne. Actually, let's keep Bat on for this room too, because dealing with the flyers will be easier. Just go around the student witch. It is honestly not worth it. I do have Skeleton Blaze, so I can get whatever that is. I just need to get past all the winged bastards. Broadsword, that's fantastic right now, I think. Yes and no. It's a vertical swing, which is actually going to be somewhat helpful. Welcome to pendulum hell. Population, way too many pendulums. We got flying armor back. Okay, very good. That room looks horrible. Oh, I don't like the sound of this either. There's the curse that I was trying so desperately to avoid. It's gonna mean that we can't get this thing. Now the curse wore off pretty quickly, at least. More max health. Nice, nice, nice. Lord knows we need all of it we can get. There is something up there. Give. Max MP. Oh god. Speaking of there being something up there. Just keep poking him in the foot. 200 XP. God damn it. I couldn't turn around quick enough and fight the gears movement. Thankfully, Quetzalcoatl got himself stuck. There we go. We could leave now. And in fact, I think I'm going to, for safety reasons, because we are having a bit of a time. Let's see, we're still wearing that. We can get rid of the Gladius now, because it's a 1-point difference. Does 3,000 actually do anything for me, though, aside from getting me the copper plate? It is 8 more defense. In a world that's been kind of kicking me in the dick. The boss is gonna be Manticore. I probably need the defense. Considering we don't have anything to guarantee me not getting hit by Manticore at all, basically. Because our current claims to fame are dropping mines and stabbing with sword. But we do have Winged Skeleton now. So we can use Winged Skeleton to stay at range. It's just not gonna be fast. Did we already... Yeah, we already grabbed the high potion that was down below there. We can go over here with flying armor right quick and see if there's anything we can snag before the boss fight. The answer is gonna be not really, though, huh? Spear. Is that gonna be stronger than broadsword? Maybe. There's a constitution bonus that we definitely do need. I spent health to do that, though, which is not ideal. And no, it's actually not stronger. It'll have slightly longer reach, but I don't think it would actually help. We do have a high potion. So the decision I need to make right now. Do I think Manticore will do enough damage in a single hit to kill me? He had 39 health. The answer is probably. The answer is quite possibly. And the problem with that is I then burn the high potion, which is the only one we saw last run at all, and is probably going to be the only one we're going to see this run too. But if I don't do that, there is going to be no further progress in this run. Okay. The preview when I hovered over OBS was showing the menu still, and I thought it froze, but no, we're okay. We're still here. Yep, he would have done 52, so I'm glad I'm glad I made that choice. There we go. I should have just done that rather than trying to go in with the sword. We could have had hitless Manticore, and then we wouldn't have needed to use the potion. But, you know, hindsight. It's fine. Now, having beaten Manticore, is there anything better in the shop? Please let there be something better in this shop. Claymore, steel plate. See, I knew I shouldn't have bought the copper plate. But if I didn't, I would have taken like 80 damage from that one hit we took. Probably. And her health is precious enough already. That said, really kind of 6 of one, half dozen the other there. And of course now we got a different room layout over here. Which is honestly for the best, because having that tall room when we're not in great shape is kind of nasty. Galamoth. Okay, so we can go get some free upgrades to the left now. Do I have anything that'll reach in there? No. Lord, we already had one of those. But I can sell it for money. Not gonna sell for a lot of money, but any money is better than no money. That's just a known truth. Scimitar, okay. Now we're starting to talk my language a little bit here, giving me better weapons. Oh boy, the gravity. Hacking your ankles off. The best part about things like the scimitar and the broadsword and all of that is since they attack vertically, they can block things like those boulders quite nicely. Gravity still sucks though. A stock might be a worthwhile weapon to switch to. I'll have to take a look at the stats. Hit! Damn it! As soon as I saw him flying my way, I knew I was in trouble on that one, but I was hoping I could land it regardless. More fatigues. Yeah, I'm really regretting buying that copper plate. I'll take the trade on that one. The S-stock is stronger. It's not going to have the vertical swing, so I'll have to be careful about that. But it is about the same speed, and it will have the piercing bonus, so might be better. Poisonous Hearts is dangerous for us. Slow Weapons is also not great. How about Up? Windy Room. That's going to do weird things, but it might be okay. As you might imagine, Windy Room is exactly what it says on the tin. You get pushed around the room by wind randomly. Which this is actually a really awful room to have. That katana, is that stronger? It's the same. So we'll go ahead and use that then. We lose the piercing bonus, but damage will remain. Oh, Jesus. See what I mean about the wind? The wind is a real problem. Especially when you're trying to fly somewhere. And it, of course, gives you the worst wind for what you're trying to do. Of course, now it blows back the other way, of course. Goddamn wind with a mind of its own. This ain't gonna work with the wind fighting me. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose all my health just trying to get this stupid power up, aren't I? Oh my god. And of course, the one time the wind's with me, they swarm the area with winged skeletons, so I can't move. Okay, good. The wind actually helped, finally. Good lord, that was just embarrassing all around. Okay. So I think you can tell based on how this is going why I needed a warm-up when going from not having played this for a while to going into hard mode. Especially considering, you know, the whole thing we don't need to talk about in that we failed the normal run. Ow. Okay, good. That's actually great to get the Minotaur soul so we can be a bit stronger. I did waste a lot of health hitting him, though, and there was his friend. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. But I couldn't get him to swing. He refused to go for it. Sadness has been had. We are dead. This doesn't have a question mark in it. Better. I don't know why it just refused to move over there. Better. We will be better. Bamboo sword, hammer, scimitar, gym clothes. Okay, okay, this is looking like there's potential here. What did they give me? Skull archer? Okay. Oh yeah, I think it's Nightmare that you start with no weapon. I was just thinking, like, wait, doesn't Hard start me without a knife? Or at least it used to? But no, I think it's Nightmare starts you with no weapon. There's Gravekeeper. Get bullied by ghosts because our weapon isn't really good for killing the things that come at these angles. Oh, god damn it. Of course we got hit with low grav and I didn't notice. Please, Book of Return. 2,000 bucks in this room, though. Ridiculous. Like, I can't help but feel that the game's giving me a bit of a gimme on that one. Skeleton Soul. Buff Tunic. I swear, if one of the next things we get is a giant bat soul or something, I'm gonna start calling very loud shenanigans. And don't get me wrong, I'll be happy, but it'll be shenanigans. Axe armor, okay. We are getting very lucky with the soul drops so far. Unlike last time where we were using needles basically the entire goddamn run till we died. Which maybe that's why we died, is we stopped using the needle soul and the game got mad at me. It's like, you refuse the blessing of the needle? Well, fine. Die. Kestis. Kicker skeleton. Okay. I can get some places that way because I can do, like, the bounce move. But also drop straight down to the bottom of this room when I didn't mean to. And get bullied by ghosts again. God damn it. Okay, that's better than nothing. We actually haven't seen the short sword this entire time, I think. Because we never actually got just a plain old ordinary short sword. As you can see, same animation as the fancier short swords like Rahab's sword and things like that. And I need the one higher up. Because I do want that bonus. I'm pretty sure we're gonna live or die based on how many of those bonuses I can get my hands on. Oh, do we not have flying armor any? Right, we don't have flying armor in this reality. I'd have to kick off a ghost or something to get over there. And at the rate I'm going right now, that's unlikely. Combat knife. I don't know if the combat knife's better than the short sword. We'll have to look. Sure is, by a lot, actually. God. Contact damage, the biggest thing marring a game I otherwise really like. There's a couple other things, but it's the really big issue with it is that it's yet another goddamn game with contact damage. Get the bat out of there. Okay. Got it. Nice. There's the Book of Reset. We've also got a good amount of money, so we should be able to buy what we need. And then go body Creaking Skull. So we got 3,000. I'm not gonna buy the scimitar, even though I arguably should. It is only a 1 damage increase from the knife. I can't quite afford the army jacket, though, which was what I was planning to do. I could just buy the gym clothes for the extra 5 defense and the crimson cloak for even more defense and the mana then. It's not going to be as much as if I bought the army jacket, which is more than double our armor. But this doesn't involve selling anything. And this does leave us with significantly more MP to use our arrows on Creaking Skull with. This is when I die to Creaking Skull and I just cry. If the stream suddenly ends mid-boss fight, you know what happened. It means I died to this idiot somehow. So I think he's not even gonna get to attack. Oh hey, we actually got his soul this time. Ta-da! Yeah, that was why I got the extra 60 MP, was so that I could just fire enough arrows to kill him without having to approach. What's that mean? Yes. Do I care? No. I now get big bow and arm because, you know. Huh. So let's stop and think for a second. We have Gravekeeper and Kicker. Where the hell am I gonna go with Kicker? Oh, I can get this. Was there a light near one of the other platforms? Yeah, this one. So I can get in here. The one I usually used flying armor for. I was like, they designed this so that you could use the kick to get somewhere. Otherwise, they would not have, in logic, given you only kick and backdash. I greatly dislike when you gentlemen are sitting on those platforms. I just want you to know that. Ladies. Ladies, please. Oh, great. Immediate free gym clothes. God damn it. Oh, the Bastard Sword's actually weaker than the combat knife. That just feels so wrong on so many levels. But I guess if it's a Bastard Sword made out of, like, cheap iron or something instead of a modern knife blade, then maybe? I don't know. Seems sketchy to me. Hi, Random Hammer. What do you have? Obel, Fish Head, Axe Armor, Devil, Allure Une, Giant Worm. Ooh. Peeping eye. He's got some interesting ideas in there. Nothing I think I'm, like, too crazy about getting at the moment. But some interesting ideas. Meat strip. No red souls. Low gravity in a... Huh. Something's gone wrong in this room, I feel. Oh no, there we go. We're okay. Something was not quite right there for a second, but it's fine. There we go. Nothing over here, huh? Well, that's disappointing. I would not say no to getting some more copies of the Skull Archer Soul, which is exactly why we're not going to get it, but you know. Difficulty increased. War fatigues. I'm glad I didn't buy them now because we found them. Actually, no, it was an army jacket we were looking at, not war fatigues. But that'll still be better than our gym clothes, I think. Yeah. This is the one I used for a while in the other run where we had the boosted strength for so long. Okay, Skeleton Knight, very good. We're on track to get a similar setup to the nearly winning normal run now. As long as I don't do something stupid and die. I say as I nearly walk into Zombie Soldier and get grenaded, which would have been embarrassing. Silk Robe, no. I needed to see if that was one of the really high-end robes or not. Because I don't remember the robe progression because they are not something I usually used. But if you're using your souls a lot, it's a very good thing to... What the fuck is going on here? Well then. Ooh, hello. Can't get that. Gotta go up the tube and we don't have Hippogriff or Bat to get up there. Hip. And hip. You can tell things don't belong somewhere when they don't have the correct palette. Like in that case where it was just darkness. Hey bird, come here. One of the two birds. One of you will help me get this done. Ack. I hate where that hole is. That hole is awkwardly placed. God damn it. So I'm trying to inch closer, but the thing is that dark gray section is actually not stand-onable. Not solid, that's the word. And they're just high enough up that I can't kick off of them. Fine, I won't get whatever that is. Fine. I understand, you don't want me having it. I was waiting for that to be Malthus and I was gonna scream. Just for those that don't know, Malthus is double jump. That would have solved everything after I lost a lot of health failing to get up there. So I would have been very upset. Wow, they're really just giving me the worst things to fight right now. Actually. Bones. One of those handful of times where the skeleton soul's actually really helpful. Hello, Mr. Minotaur. Goodbye, Mr. Minotaur. God damn it, Soma. Why are you like this? Oh, well, fuck me, huh? Okay. Get boned. That's what you get. Nope, I can't get high enough. I think I needed to bounce off that first one correctly, but I fucked it up. How the hell with it? I remembered about that left-hand side of the room where there'd probably be like an item or a coin or something, and I've just decided nuts to it. That room has caused me enough pain. It's gonna be one of those days. She keeps slipping off one ledge after another right now. I am just such a klutz today. Meh. I'm sure for people that have the tech for that down, it's fantastic. But for me, I never used the zombie officer soul. I tried once and just could not get it to do anything particularly productive. Sure, you restore 5 health when you take damage if you jump after you took the damage. But, just always seems kind of awkward to me. Like, it's not even that it's, like, a very hard thing to use, because it kind of isn't. Just doesn't seem worth it. I'd rather use things that will let me contrive a way to not get hit in the first place. I'm glad I went to one more room, because now we have flying armor back. Okay. 'Cause I was about to back out of that room to begin with, considering the fact that we already had what we needed. We had a good amount of money. Hopefully we can turn that amount of money into something useful. We should be able to just arrow down the manticore. I don't think that'll be too big an issue. Yeah, there's nothing else for us to buy at the moment. So, Skull Archer. We could be able to do 10 shots without restoring anything. More than likely, at least one shot's gonna get blocked by a fireball. But I suppose we'll just do the same thing we did against Creaking Skull, which is walk in the room and just immediately unload everything we own upon him. Our arrows will blot out your life. Got him. Okay. Everything is under control. Because we got Manticore without getting hit. Now, what did that add to the shop? Please let it be something useful. Ram is pretty useful. Fire armor? It's not a bad thing to get. It is good defense. And we have taken a lot of damage from fire attacks in our time, so it's not a bad thing. It's just expensive enough that it's not ideal. Yeah, we can actually sell both of those. Sell that. Is that enough for the gram? It is. Do I want it badly enough, though? That's the question. Because buying the gram gets us 14 more attack, but we're also halfway to getting the Armor of Fire, which gets us 19 more defense. And at the rate we've been dying on these runs at this point, I may actually want to change my strategy a bit and actually be more defensive, at least somewhat, rather than going super ham attack. As much as, you know, that's my entire core being, is go all in on attack. there comes a time where you have to make a decision. Let's see, we picked up Skula, so we can go down. It was Skula we got, not Undone, right? Yeah. We didn't get Undone back yet. So we... Oh no, we don't have Skeleton Blaze in this reality, so we can't get that. Or that. Sad days are here, but it's fine. Waiter, I wish to return your existence. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot I still have giant bone arm. There we go. Didn't even use that at any point. Because I never think to use the blue souls, if I'm honest. Because they drain so much MP that it makes it kind of hard to use red souls in conjunction with them, in my experience. Oh hey, Iron Plate. I guess we don't need to worry as much about buying the Armor of Fire then, perhaps. Double HP enemies? Well, fuck this noise then. Get me out of here. Sir, if you would kindly not throw knives at me, that would be the best. Fire necklace? Interesting development. Evil Butcher Soul? Also an interesting development. Yeah, we're not getting that purple whole thing right now. Oh my god, there's so many women with swords that want me dead! Ah! Well then. So we could nuke that entire discussion we were just having about going defensive and go on the offensive. In exchange for losing 16 constitution, I could get 5 attack. Isn't that such a great idea? No. No. No, 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 no. No. I forget what that thing that flies across the screen means. I know it means something. I forget what. On the bright side, the flame necklace will probably sell for a good amount. Tsukiyomo's in this room. We've also got the mirror monsters, so that's fun. The Kiyoma demons. They're actually really good if you can get their soul, because their soul imparts temporary invincibility, from what I remember. Another one of those souls that I never used when I played this game way back when, but I started to learn how good it was playing things like this. Because I don't think I need to explain how temporary invincibility can be a game changer. Galamoth, okay, we'll go back and grab rewards from that here in a minute. Because I forgot to get it on the last hard mode run that we died on a moment ago. Send all the archers after the big angry golem. There we go. It almost looks like he just fell over backwards when he collapsed after kicking. Can't jump through that. I forget this every time I go in this room. Ow. Broadsword, okay. I might not need the Graham sword as badly either, then. How strong is broadsword? Oh, right, we established that broadsword is not as strong as the combat knife. So that's not actually what I'm looking for at all, then. Whoa, you guys are having a bit of a weird moment here. If you would just stop being weird, that'd be great. Until then, catch bones. Ooh, actually... Oh, it's fine. Bone. I said bone. Alistor. I forget what Alistor is. Oh yeah, it's the scary sword. Okay, I don't need that. I don't use most of those summon abilities either, as would probably be no surprise to anyone. Yeah, we have Kicker, not Blaze. Hi, Lilith. Bye, Lilith. I do not wish to be crushed today, please. Okay. Hey, Malphus. Okay, that helps a lot as well, actually. Let's just blow this popsicle stand. Bye. So I think that's everything that was down there. Because we got Galamoth and Malphus down there. So there should be no more reason to be there. Yeah. We didn't get a full set of 10 in there, which is going to make things slightly awkward in places, but it's okay. So do I still want Graham? It's 14 more power now. Wasn't it always? I think it was always. And I just picked up things that changed the way the numbers look. Let's see if I can sell things to get the money for the armor. No, I cannot. Okay, let me think about that while I go visit this gentleman. Oh yeah, it's a passive, so I don't even need to worry about that. He's just out of here. Okay, so this seems to always be +4 to luck. So I'm really not feeling the Galamoth soul, all things considered. Unless Chrono Mage's soul is really good or he drops something crazy, which I don't remember either of those answers because I never bothered to get anything else out of that I remember. That said, we do have a Charon's Obol. So if it drops a soul, we have a way to guarantee getting it. Except he's apparently durable enough that that's not enough. And I can't throw multiple of those at once, so maybe Evil Butcher's a better choice for killing him. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. Oh wow, he does a lot of contact damage. I was trying to cheese him, but all I did was get myself hurt. Yeah, no, he has just enough health, I think, that I can't actually kill him right now. So I wasted the Obol. Unless I just line up like a shed load of arrows and hope for the best. Yeah, see, he gets off screen too quick, though. Yeah, because the second arrow doesn't land. God damn. He's a fast little bugger. I'm gonna try like 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, 85 isn't enough, so we'll come back when we have a better weapon. Because the only reason we got him last time was because we one-shot him. It does mean that the Oval's going to waste, because we're gonna hit something else first now, and it's gonna be lost, but that's fine. I'll just make sure to have the first kill be something actually fairly helpful, hopefully. And it isn't gonna be that ectoplasm. I don't really want you guys either. Minotaur wouldn't be bad. The Flea Man's gonna fucking be a problem until... There we go. There's our guaranteed Minotaur. Not what we were planning, but you know what? It works out. Our Constitution. I totally did switch that, didn't I? Or did I switch the same one twice, like a silly person? Also, apparently those were hitting anyway, so I don't even know why. It doesn't matter. In the end, it really doesn't matter. The things I do to avoid taking damage, I swear. Ten more max health, very good. Nope. I mean, I don't like it, but it's relatively safe. Switch back to skeleton for a second. Durga! Okay. See how much damage those do. Except I can't throw one right now because I don't have enough MP. Decent. Just bypass you. Since they still take enough damage that it's honestly kind of not worth it. Undyne, okay. See, Bouncy Room can actually be very helpful sometimes. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for catching that flea man out of the air with just a knife. Oh, I hate it here. Gotta go, bye! Good day, madam. Goodbye. Leaving. Golem. Oh. Another one that would have been nice to have the obol for, but you know, mistakes were made. Mistakes, honestly, in the name of science. There we go. I don't know how to feel about throwing a better sword than what I'm using as my primary weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot. The throwable katanas also pierce, so they are honestly ridiculous. Army jacket. Is that an upgrade from the iron plate? It is not. I'm also a fool. I keep forgetting I have double jump back at this point. Because I am a silly person who forgets things on a regular basis. Hey, Hippogriff. Speaking of double jumping, what if I told you I can triple jump? Oh, it's a slippery room. This could be a slippery slope to death. I say as I go in the room anyway, because I'm apparently a fool today. Then again, I went in on hard mode, so of course I'm a fool. Thankfully, I'm a fool who mostly knows what he's doing. I probably should just go fight the boss here in a second, rather than going too crazy in here. In fact, let's just get out of here, because we haven't fought the third boss yet. With 7,000... It's only a 9 defense increase now, whereas it's still a 14 attack increase. So we'll go ahead and commit to the Gram now. And you'll notice it's just a plain sword as well, so it's not even that bad a swing. It just doesn't have any verticality to it. It's going to be the only potential issue. Before we fight that boss, though, I'm going to get up for just a quick second again. I know that's 2 interruptions in as many hours, but just bear with me. I'll be right back after the ad. Alright, we're back. Took me slightly longer than I intended to, but it's fine. Okay, so boss fight. That's what we were doing. Let's see if we get bodied by Maneater. Which, wouldn't that be embarrassing, getting killed by goddamn Maneater? Oh wait, no, it's not Maneater, it's this guy, who's actually a lot more of a threat, so... this could be a problem. I do have a high potion, but let's use the meat strip for now. I am glad I bought Graham. Stab, 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 stab. Backdash, stab, stab, backdash, jump. And he's dead. He is, like I said, more of a threat than Maneater, but it's mostly just bumping into him that makes him a threat. Maneater has more options to be an issue, but we're not there yet. We don't need to worry about that. Let's see what I could have bought if I hadn't spent my money. Okay, I don't feel so bad about that one, and I can still afford the black belt, so everything is coming up a win for us right now. We lose the 60 max MP, which could be an issue. Nah, it'll be okay. It basically puts us back to the MP we had when we first put it on. Because we gained that much MP in the interim. Oh, we have Hippogriff, so up we go. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like what I'm gonna deal with up here. I'm glad I stood on the water there instead of going in. That could have really been bad. Yeah, I have very strong concern. Oh, Jesus, they have enough health to take a hit from that right now, huh? Damn it. Stop it. Skull necklace, which is not what I need right now. On the bright side, at least we got a good track for this area. Red Minotaur Soul? Another one I don't get to use very often. Strength. What do you got? Weird random hammer. Melon. Mana prism. Lucky charm. Red scarf. If I didn't get the black belt, the red scarf would have been something I would have bought for the extra health. The heart pendant would have also been tempting. And I can't quite afford the melon, but I do want it because I'm gonna need it. Because remember, we don't have that many ways to heal. So any way we can get our hands on in order to heal ourselves is kind of vitally important. Let's buy 2 melons. Ow. You would think I'd know better by now than to do that so frivolously in rooms like that. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's very bad. Okay, good. Melon heals for a good amount. Actually healed for more than... and I think the high potion would have. Please die. Thank you. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is a-okay. This could have gone a lot worse. I'm so glad I bought those melons now. Oh, look, it's the devil. He's still mad at me from when I punched him in the dick, I think. Here, catch these bones. Oh my god, that was bad. Oh, that's worse. Good job, me. Way to slam your head into spikes again. Because you're just too damn impatient today for your own good. Okay, there's Giant Bat. That'll help him immensely. We just need to get away from the devil. We still don't have Skeleton Blaze. Let's see. Switch back to Durga. Throw some blades at him. Disc armor, okay. Oh, good. Waiter skeleton, because that's what I need right now. That's clearly the thing that's vitally important for me to have. Oh yeah, 150 mana to use Red Minotaur. That's totally possible for us right now, yes. Which actually it is if I use the Crimson Cloak, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, I nearly died going to use Skeleton Blaze when I didn't have it, and now we got it. This is my life right now, apparently. And grab that, but we're not staying in a double hit point enemy room when I am already in bad shape. Flame Demon. Flame Demon. The classic Dracula triple fireball. Which, while I'm thinking about that, there's a certain specific of my original model variants that I am reworking to be live 2D that will be coming out hopefully by next week. It would have been done this week, but things got complicated, so that's why that hasn't happened yet. I've had other projects to work on that are necessary. Otherwise, you'd probably be seeing him already, because today would have been a perfect day to use that. Quit making me swing. You'll let go of my brain eventually. There he goes. You little shit. Oh, we are so in trouble right now. Yep, we're dead. We are so dead. I have no healing left. I just have to hope that we can book a return out of here quicker than that imp can hurt me. Okay, he didn't go for it. He just sat there and stared at me for some reason. Okay, we're not dead, because I can grab this high potion right here. Okay. That got really, really close to being bad. There's also no point in going this way, but there is an item there. Okay, cut all. Oh, slippery room. Lilith, why is the room slippery? Actually, don't answer that. I feel like I can guess, and I don't want to know the answer for real on that one. I'm sure you and Nemesis are having a great time in here, and I just am going to leave as soon as I can. So you can just get right back to it, and I don't need to know. Okay. Black Cloak. Yeah, the multi-back dash. It is slightly more defense, and at this rate, I feel like I need that. Multi-back dash, I don't think I need as badly, because I have never used it, I don't think. So I don't think I'll reflexively use it when I'm gonna need to. Ninja suit. Actually, no. It's good for high gravity rooms because I believe it'll stop us doing the crouch landing even there. Because I believe that's what it means when it says prevents hard landing. But I don't really need to just exchange out the 2 defense we just gained to get back the stats we just gave up. Ladies, please. What did I ever do to deserve this much fire being thrown at me? Oh yeah, and for those that are like, you should just throw the triple fireball at them. That doesn't work. As just demonstrated by doing 6 damage to them, it doesn't hurt them because they're witches. Ah! No. Bad maid. Go away. I was honestly expecting that bag to be a fake, but I don't remember if the fake bags are in this one or if they're only in Dawn. Where you go near the bag and a skull comes out and bad things happen. Gladius. I don't think that's better than what we're using. Pretty sure the Gram is better than Gladius. Yeah. Nope, not going up there again. No, thank you. Don't like that idea either. Don't like that idea either. God damn it. Well, we have enough anyway, so get me out of here. question is, how well is Maneater gonna go with just a meat strip to keep me alive? The answer is probably not great. Like, I think the gram will work well enough as far as weaponry goes, but I don't know about anything else involved with that. So our max MP is 155. I timed it wrong. If those 3 fireballs hit him, I think he just gets fried, and we're good as far as that goes. Especially if I hit him first and then fireball, I think we have him there. No, because he runs too fast. I need to just fireball him straight away. And once I can prove that I can kill him, I'll go ahead and use the obol in order to get us his soul. Because I genuinely don't remember what it does. Going this way was pointless. I need to go the other way. Because we can also grab these up here while I'm letting my mana recharge to do the thing I'm talking about doing. Oh yeah, there's also 2,000 bucks just sitting right here that I keep forgetting is available. Okay. That's enough MP to try to do this. Yeah, he outruns the fireballs is the problem. I guess we'll hold off on that still then. That said, recharging our MP before fighting the Maneater might be a winning idea. I know, it's oh so exciting watching me run around a room to grab MP, but I feel like it'd be more exciting than watching me die and having to reset again. Then again, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that would greatly enjoy watching me die. Wait a minute. I can get meat strips out of those? This changes everything. Because now we have 2 heals instead of 1. One of which I'm actually gonna just use straight away, because I don't remember how much damage Maneater does, and I don't want to die in 1 hit. Because that would make all of this preparation completely pointless, and I'd be very sad. The only thing I really need to watch out for is when he starts using the Cheerios on me. So I can break them, so it's not a big issue. It's just something I need to actually watch for. This is when I do him without getting hit again, and I'm just sad because I wasted a heal. Yep, killed him without getting hit again. God damn it. I mean, I had to be better safe than sorry on that, but still, god damn it. Why do I have to be good at video games sometimes? There's the Milliken sword again, though it's not as good as Graham, so we won't be switching. Pitch black suit we can't afford, but I will be considering getting once we can get it. Okay. Making sure model tracking didn't break or any of that. Always got to keep half an eye on those things, you know? Just make sure everything's still behaving itself. Things you don't have to worry about when you're just a PNG on screen. Though even that sometimes breaks, but that's neither here nor there. So onwards we go. Have all of those. I know I'm missing an ability somewhere. Aren't we? Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not missing any abilities at all. Yeah, because we have all 6 of these. And we have both of those. Both of those. Yeah, we do have everything then. It doesn't matter where we go. We just need to go in order to progress. Just fry that lizard chicken. I think every time I see this room, I should take this room because of the fact that there's these 2 500 bags in here. And money seems to be an ongoing issue for us with these runs. Oh, bouncy room. I was like, I didn't tell him to jump again. Why is he bouncing like an idiot? Oh. Room make me go boing boing. More max HP. Spectral Crow room. For those that don't know, Spectral Crow, which sometimes is Spectral something else, but it's basically an invincible enemy that follows you around and just makes a nuisance of itself the entire time. Okay, that basically makes it relevant getting the fire armor, aside from specifically against fire attacks. And for those keeping score, I am slightly upset with myself still about botching that normal run. Which, don't get me wrong, there's not much I could have done about that, aside from just making sure to kill that Dryad from range. Which, you know, I should have known better to do with how much I've played this, but it's fine. Strawberry. It's a good thing those don't do a lot of damage. Oh. Valkyrie again. Okay. I probably won't use Valkyrie over Flame Demon, just because Flame Demon is 3 projectiles and is like half the price of Valkyrie to use. But there might be a situation where Valkyrie can hit something that Flame Demon can't, that I'll need to hit harder. God damn, I'm in the land of 1,000 maids. Did I end up in Japan? And again, we were already in Japan according to the game, so what do I know? I am not dying to these maids. No, I refuse. While on the one hand, there's worse ways to die, I'm not doing it. No. How much money do we have now? 10,000. We actually can almost afford the pitch black suit. But I don't know how much of a defense increase it is anymore now that we got the steel plate armor. Which is such a weird concept to think about. Water armor. Okay. Maybe the pitch black suit is off the table now. Just maybe. My health is getting really low. Eat the tasty meat. Let the record show that I'm still alive. And I'm leaving this hellhole that I'm in. Goodbye. As I clip into the floor. Okay. Yeah, on the note of the things I was talking about that interfered with me finishing making the other alternate model, I am going to be cutting today slightly short to continue working on solving those issues as well. So don't be surprised if in the next, like, half hour or so we stop for the day. I know, a lot of short streams lately, but it is what it is. Life things take priority. I almost took today off just to get it dealt with straight away, but I decided I wanted to maintain the schedule. The schedule is important enough to me to balance it that way. Which if you were ever wondering about my commitment to my schedule, there you go. That should answer that for everybody. But then again, we've also had those days where I came in after having the worst time for a few days, and I still showed up for a bit anyway. Which, fun fact, sleep still has not been great. That's still not going well. It'll be fine. I've had worse, but just like, why? Hey, we never did get Winged Skeleton in this run till now. That's upsetting. Ooh, Mana Prism. Very nice. That'll be a great emergency option. Just pop that, refill my mana, and just throw all the fireballs in the world to solve a problem. Now, it is worth noting that I mentioned issues. There's nothing critical happening. No one needs to be worried about anything. It's just work that needs to happen. And I already mentioned what it was on, like, Blue Sky and such. Just know that there's an inconvenience in play that I need to deal with. An inconvenience that basically gets filed under homeownership isn't all it's cracked up to be. Let that be something those that are renting remember the next time they're like, wow, I wish I owned my own home. You gotta fix shit and deal with all kinds of other problems, so it's not all positive. That's not to say renters don't end up having to fix certain things too, and you have a whole other slew of different problems, but it's trade-offs. As with most of life, it's all a series of trade-offs. Just becomes a matter of which one are you more willing to deal with. I think there's no reason to buy anything now, because I think we gained enough defense. Yeah. So this is actually worse now, unless I wanted 3 intelligence. Which at the rate I've been going, I could really use some more intelligence, but that's not really going to solve anything. I have a very strong fear, since these are past where the Mana Prism is, that these are both going to be mana increasing items. So we might die if I end up needing those. We'll find out. Let me get some MP back before we go in there so I can actually use my abilities. Considering what we're going into is actually going to be a legitimate threat, I think. Yeah, this is this guy. We do thankfully once again have the mobility to avoid the worst of his shenanigans. You know, if I would just do better than I have been. The classic, I fly myself straight into contact damage, though. Yep, there's the stone breath I was talking about. Each of those stones, from what I recall, will independently do damage to you. And he can spray them farther than that. We got very lucky that he did the short one. And there we go. We didn't need to heal. We're okay. Very good. The run continues. So let's see what we got from beating the giant golem. Durandal. It's a very strong sword, but it's very slow, if I remember right. I think that's the one I was thinking of when I was thinking about the great sword. And that's all we got. That's a shame. It is 20 attack higher. Fine. Talked myself into buying it. I feel like it's going to be cumbersome to... Oh no, this is not the one I was thinking of still. This is actually fantastic then. Excellent. I get Durandal and another D one mixed up. Hello, Xanthus. How you doing? And yeah, Black Belt's been in the shop for a bit. I'm using the Black Cloak instead, so I have a little bit more mobility. I've actually been seeing Black Belt a bunch today. Let's go this way, because we've already grabbed all of the upgrades. Just avoid those. There's no need for me to kill them. Okay, you know what? With what I'm using right now, you are not worth dealing with. I could switch, but just not worth the effort. I could get another mana prism, but I'd rather buy the melons. Because I need all the healing I can get. Especially when I make stupid moves like that, and realize in hindsight that that was very foolish. I swear under normal circumstances I know what I'm doing. Today, apparently, my brain was left behind somewhere. But it's fine. Right, I have automatic Undyne. I did not mean to crouch there. And I have no room to use that vaunted high mobility I was talking about. Well done, brain. This was clearly a great plan. Plan to lose all of my health again. Fishhead. If I didn't already have Flame Demon, I might use that. I still might. Considering it would be cheaper than Flame Demon. Oh, suddenly Nightmare. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or if it just came out of that wall. I think it just came out of the wall. Hard to say on that one. How badly do I want that? Yeah, that didn't work, huh? That's okay. Let's see. Merman would have actually been one of the easiest ones for me to just throw and get over there with it. I think this'll work. Well, it did. Not the way I wanted to, but it worked. I misstepped, but everything's fine. I got what I wanted. Really just getting buried in souls now, which is not a bad thing. No, 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 no. Okay, you know what? Fine. I have the bat. I should be using the bat. Of course, I jump right up into the no air control room. Of course. Okay. More money. I really do keep walking the ragged into disaster constantly here on hard mode. Which means it's working. Huh. I don't think I moved forward at all there, but maybe just one little bit of his hitbox moved in a way I didn't expect it to. Who knows? Lightning Doll's fun. Silver plate. Is that? Yes, that is. Okay. Been so long since I've seen some of these items that I never can remember if they're better or not. Okay, good. He just shot right over my head. Everything's fine. I was very worried that I mismeasured the distance on that when I was about to get blasted. I'm just leaving. Yep, that's what I was afraid of with that idea. I should have just ducked, but no, I wanted to be greedy and be fancy and hit them. Brain. Why are you like this? A good man-eater. That served us really well on our normal run. Oh no, the things that killed the normal run. No. No, Dryad bad news. Oh, we're in trouble. We are so in trouble. Okay, good, that works. God, Dryads do so much damage. Eep. Scariest thing in this whole damn video game. Ah. We're doing this dance again, huh? Okay. Okay, I deleted those. Oh. So they just do such a horrific amount of damage. Okay. Whew. 2 strength. Okay, we made it through all of that, and I think it's a dead end at the other direction too, but just in case. Yep. I was making sure there wasn't an item sitting there. I was pretty sure there wasn't gonna be, but I was hoping. Right. Why would any of this have changed? We didn't do anything. Brain, I need you to be on task here. Get rid of that, get rid of that, that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need these. We don't have quite enough clears to get to the boss. Can I kill? Well, I'll be damned. Hey there, Pixie. Thank you for the raid. What were you doing today? Hopefully you had a good stream. When you ask like that, I suppose I'll say yes. And thank you for the follow, Crash Ouch. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Ah, Deep Rock. How'd that work out for you? Just having some fun with a little ROM hack here. Ah, good. Always good to hear that friends end up rich. And there we go. We got the Chronomage Soul, which does exactly what I figured it would. Stops time. Figure that out as to how useful that is later. We'll go this way, because we haven't gone this way yet on this round. But basically, what this hack does is it turns all of Aria of Sorrow into a reasonably short-form roguelite, with all of the expected progression and everything associated with it. We're currently playing on the second highest difficulty of it, which is why you see me being kind of cagey most of the time about fighting, if I can help it. But this room's not giving me the choice on that score, particularly. So it's a little spooky in here. Not that. Rock armor, not really something I need, but I'll take it. Indeed. It fits into it quite nicely. When I first found out about this hack, I wasn't sure how to feel because I was worried with how the length was going to play into it. But they've gotten it pretty well balanced for length. Because you get all of the main progression abilities in a random order, and that's what accesses the rooms you saw me run into from the lobby. No. You keep nothing between runs. You have to start completely from scratch every run. You do have the option to turn off save file deletion. That is something they added recently. But I am a stubborn fool who keeps leaving save file deletion on, so I'm starting from scratch every time. Okay, now we can go do the next boss fight, so let's get out of here. Yeah, Hammer's inventory is random every time. Yoko just tells you how things work, so I've been ignoring her. Because, like, as you can see, we have a weird assortment of things in Hammer's inventory right now. All of which we've already gotten past at this point. I am going to buy a couple mind-ups at this rate, so I have more MP to just fireball our problems away. One of the things about hard mode is you'll notice there was no potions in that shop. There is no healing unless you can find it. And it's a little awkward because of that, but, you know. Gotta keep it spicy somehow. On normal, you can buy potions from Hammer as much as you want, and it is honestly quite easy as long as you don't get mauled by a dryad. Do I want to heal before I go in here? I only have 2 strawberries, and I don't even know for sure if they do health. And it's Headhunter. Okay. They are in the same order every time. I just can't remember the order worth a damn. We should be strong enough that this won't be a huge issue till the last form. It keeps going further out to the side than I think it does. Absolutely, Pixie. You take care of yourself. Thank you again. Okay, last form. Let's see if the strawberries do health. Okay, they do health. We're fine. Because this form can be very bad for my health, so I do need to be somewhat careful. Because that poison mist is very dangerous. And I'm once again doing this fight without a vertical swinging weapon. God damn it. There we go. Okay. Headhunter dealt with. And is that actually... we lose 5 strength, but we gain a middling amount of everything else. We'll wait till we get more souls before worrying about that. And now you'll notice we're right back in the lobby again. If we walk right back to where Hammer is, now that we've beaten another boss, there'll be more items in his shop. In this case, Poison Fist, and Olrox's suit, and the gold ring. Okay. If I can manage to scrape together the money for Olrox's suit, that would be great. But we already sold, like, everything we had, so not really happening right now. And that's okay. And now we just go through another random assortment of rooms until we clear 10 rooms again, and then we can fight the next boss. And that's basically how the loop for this progresses. We gained access to all of the progression souls, so we can go anywhere, but these dots are how you can tell whether you've gotten the progression souls that are in that section or not. And as you can see, once you have those souls, you can just kind of zip around and clear to your heart's content. There we go. Thankfully, it's actually very generous in terms of what it considers clearing a room. You just have to kill one thing in the room. Go and snag that. Oh, hi. You're a problem. This is absolutely not what I wanted to see in here. Especially with no air control. Ow. You know what? We're leaving. We'll go the other way. Goodbye, sir. You have a grand old time being over there. I will be elsewhere. Oh, these slippery rooms. As you can see, a bunch of rooms have random modifiers as well to keep things interesting. Some of which are a real problem, some of which aren't that much of a problem. Hello, worm. Goodbye, worm. The boxes are where all of the items that would normally be laying on the ground are kept, so that you don't know what the item is until you get to it. And a bunch of weapons have additional abilities to them, like the early kill on things like the greatsword, which still one of the ones I'm not 100% sure about. Mach Punch deals more damage as your health gets lower, like most of the fist weapons have been changed to do. Multiple backdashes on that. Some of the souls have also been changed, like Skula and Undyne are always active, so you don't need to swap to them. A lot of nice changes like that, for the sake of the way this works. Highly recommend this hack if people like Aria of Sorrow or just want to try another roguelike. Snag us a battle axe. Ow. Okay, you know what? Heck with you, going over you. Bye. have no MP left. Do I really want that badly? The answer is yes. Oh good, it's another soul I didn't have, so that's actually great. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to avoid. I should have just used bat form for the 2 seconds it would have taken to do that. Now instead we will suffer with poison. $1,000. I'm mostly trying to find things that'll be easy to pick off so we can get to the next fight quickly. Oh yeah, sometimes textures look a little strange, like these ghosts are not rendering properly. I don't know if that's a thing specific that's happening because of the hack or if it's specifically the emulator I'm using to play it. I could see either being true. And it's not really an issue either way, so I wouldn't worry about it. Nope, that's Dryad. Nope, nope, this room is dead to me. Nope, nope, nope. Not much better, but I can fight this at least. Okay. Son of a bitch. Alright, going this way. Goodbye, ladies. I could just use the Book of Reset to give myself the ability to re-clear a bunch of these rooms too, but I don't feel the need to do that yet. We have plenty of directions to take. Just gotta find rooms I haven't already cleared. There we go. Let's see. I don't actually have bat, which is the one I was usually using for this. What else will reach? No, that's the wrong bird. Just throw a bone at it. Come on, line it up. These purple ones give you stat bonuses usually, so they're very good to pick up. Occasionally you'll get like experience and things like that out of them too, which can be just as good really, especially early on, because it'll basically just give you a free level. Okay, random hammer, what do you have? You have melons still. Give me all of the melons. Thank you. I have healing again. All is right with the world. And all is wrong again because there's dryads there. Goodbye. It really wants me dead if it's spawning this many dryads. So, some of you may be wondering why I'm so scared of dryads. The moment they attach those fruit to you, they start doing 10 damage a tick in life drain, so you die very, very fast to them if you're not careful. And I'm very bad about not being careful, so yeah. Yep, we're just leaving. I don't want to deal with him. I'm just dodging a lot of problems right now, don't mind me. I could go deal with the problems, but at the rate we've been getting kicked around, I'm trying to be very careful. Yeah, what? I'm doing the thing again where I look at the shop without realizing I haven't updated the shop yet. Because I keep reflexively going in there for potions before the boss fight. I think that's what's actually happening. But since we're on hard, there are no potions. And I'm sad. Oh, it's death. This might actually be really bad. It's a good thing we got a bunch of melons before coming in here. Yes. Yeah, well, I remember fighting death. Because of all the death fights and all the Castlevanias, this one's not super bad. But it can definitely go very wrong if you're not careful. Yeah, he's not hittable yet. He's got to pull out his fancy new double-bladed scythe first. Right, that goes straight at you on that move. That's the one I was prepared for, and then I wasn't anymore. First melon. I thought he was going low. He wasn't. God, I'm fighting this one so sloppy. If I didn't have these melons, we would have lost already. Especially with the amount of times I'm just getting caught on the backswing like an idiot today. Case in point, forgetting I have bat form. There we go. We beat death. Yeah, purely having those melons from the random hammer spawn was the only reason we got through that. Okay. Now we gotta get through another 10 rooms. Let's see what Hammer's got for us now that we beat death. Maybe he'll have something really good. Bertang, better for defense. That's all he got out of that, huh? Was Bertang? Okay. Oof. Well, onward we go with what we have then. Now, it's worth noting also that on hard, as time goes on, our max health goes down and the enemy's max health goes up. Which certainly keeps things interesting, to say the least. Why is Flame Demon not Flame Demoning? He's supposed to be dead right now. Actually, that's a really good question. Why is that not working suddenly? What did I do? What did I fuck up? Oh, it's a no red soul room, and I didn't notice. That's why it's not working. Every now and then, I just completely mind blank just in time to miss that popping up there. Which has normally not been a problem, but today I've just been real bad about that. But you know, the combination of not sleeping well and focusing in 7 directions at once will definitely do that. Impressive how they survived that. There we go. Ow. I survive on the power of melons. Potion. Potion is not as good as melon, but you know what? It'll do the job. Gold plate. Probably shouldn't be better than silver, but you know what? It is. Okay. Some traditions never change. Medusa heads being everywhere you don't want them to be. 6. 4 more rooms, and then we can fight the next fight. And I understand that it's probably so that you fit the major bosses in, but I feel like things like Maneater probably could be cut for brevity to keep a run a little snappier rather than having to run back through rooms after you get all the progression items. But that might also just be me, I don't know. Oh my god, this is such a bad place to have jumped to. I should not have done that. This was a bad decision. It doesn't help that there's Medusa heads literally everywhere now. God damn, it's a popular day today, apparently. Hey there, Rain. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm a little strained right now, don't mind me, as I'm trying not to die. What were you up to today? Okay. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, this section's done. Just playing a little ROM hack here, and it is concerning. Oh yeah, I did see you tweet about that. How'd that work out for you? Thank you for the follow, Zombabe. Hope you're doing well. I don't need to heal right now, but I do need to leave. And that is true, Chaotic Freak. There is no try, but unfortunately, there's a lot of die. I can imagine. There'd be a certain amount of screaming involved, so that checks out. But hopefully you didn't strain your voice too much. Oh, yeah, that would definitely do it. And welcome in, Zombabe. Yeah. It's still a little jank and incomplete, but I'm happy with where it is at the moment. I just need to do more work on it. Because this is all self-made work. Thank you. I'm very happy with what I've done with him. I just know that there's still more room for improvement is more the thing. Thank you for the follow, Chaotic Freak. Much appreciated. And I appreciate your kind words about the model. Now, I will warn everybody that we will be ending reasonably soon because I do have other things I need to get done today, but I am going to more than likely finish out the run Live or Die, which should probably be in the next, like, half hour or so, probably. Because we're about to go fight another boss here, now that we've cleared another 10 rooms. I keep going back to the shop. That can't help me because on hard there's no potions. I really should grind out more mana, but we'll go for it. That's fair. Potentially, yeah. Press well, Chaotic. Just gotta quickly break through Legion here. I say quickly, knowing full well that Legion is very rarely a quick fight. You guys get out of here. Okay. I did buy mind ups, okay. Come on, come around where I can hit you again. Every time we hit him, he drops more of the people off of his shell, more or less. And they'll run around being a nuisance. So if we quickly circle around, we can clean them out. There we go. Yeah, I'd originally only planned to go for 3 hours today, but then this run actually has been successful, so I'm basically playing the run out. So I don't come back to it and botch it immediately. So hopefully that doesn't disappoint anybody too much. But that's just the way things are right now, because I've got some work I need to get done to, like, set up fixing my gutters and everything so I don't get a fine. It's a whole thing. I don't know if... there would have to be one more fight after this, wouldn't there? There's definitely another fight after this other than the final fight. Okay, he turned around. And you might think that this doesn't seem like much of a fight right now. Don't worry, that's gonna change once we break the shell off. It's just, the shell has a lot of health. He's really taking his sweet time getting in range. I don't have a vertical swinging weapon, so I gotta wait till he gets closer. I'm gonna start getting greedy here to speed it up, and that's probably gonna end in regret. Yep, especially since I keep getting bad bounces. You can ping off him a bunch of times if you do it right. I'm just being a little too hasty, I think, with it. Yep, there we go. There's the core. And notice the arm with a laser cannon attached to it that came out. That's where Legion starts getting dangerous. Because the more of the shell you break, the more of the cannons come out. Ideally, you want to only break one section off so that you can hit the core without being in too much danger from the lasers. Because that laser hurts a lot, as you might have imagined. Unfortunately, with the weapons we have available, that shell is a bit more of a problem. I don't really want to burn the mana prism here. I'll go ahead and burn the melon just to be on the safe side. There's just not enough head clearance is the other problem, so I just keep getting clipped occasionally. No, 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 no. God, you have entirely too much health. You know that? We might die here just because I can't actually manage to close the deal here. I'm gonna burn the mana prism in the hopes that I just can rush him down at this point. There's all of the laser cannons in play now, which is horrific. Yep, there it is. There's the botch. I got a little too quick for my own good there. I just needed to calm down. That's way better than any hard run we've done so far, though, so I'll take that. But it is unfortunately wrap-up time, because I need to get to what I need to do before it gets dark, and dark is within the next, like, half hour. Quiet me. So I'm sorry you don't get to be here that long today, Rain, and I do appreciate you bringing the raid in. I will find us somebody good to pass the love on to. But I am very glad to see you, because it has been a bit. I just gotta figure this out right quick, so just bear with me. Yeah, you know what? We haven't been to see him in a while. And he was good enough to be there for the birthday stream and everything. So we'll go visit Spanky Rambles, who's doing some Sonic 2 since he already beat Lords of the Fallen, apparently, so good for him. So, schedule for the week. I will be back tomorrow. I don't entirely know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but it should be a full-length stream as long as I actually manage to get some sleep tonight, compared to yesterday and today. Thursday should be Knights of Lotus, as it should have been last week, but the Next Fest demos took over. And of course, Friday there will most likely be a collab with Xeno, who I haven't gotten a chance to do anything with in a long time. So that should be fun. But with that all said, thank you all for taking the time to be here. Thank you to Rain and Pixie for the raids if you're both still here. It'll be good to Spanky, he's good people. I haven't talked to him in a bit, but trust me when I say he is one of the earlier supporters of the channel, and he is good people, as I said. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, be good to Spanky, and I'll see you in a day. Good night.